Hey babes, hello. So we are on Donald Wells' page. It's my first time seeing it,
Chris.
and it's a little different. So this is him posting about the baby. He just posted something new that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about basically from
Sorry, I kind of got home a little late.
Here up. Okay. This is his most recent thing. He posted it 26 minutes ago. It says that basically Chris Mcdonough coerced a confession. So he's really trying to make a point. He says from here,
so
a day ago, it says, Chris Mcdonough twisted everything I said. He's the biggest liar along with my niece, Trish, and all the liars. So he's saying that basically he's trying to say that he never did what Trish and Chris said. It says, Chris Mcdonough, I trusted you to help me find my daughter, and you lied and turned it into a Jerry Springer show. It says, I do everything to bring you down with lawyers for, I think it says lawyers for something. Slander, duh. With lawyers for slander. You want to take what little life I've found by the grace of God and turn it into a circus to make you look good, not food, good, and make you money. You don't care if my daughter's ever found. You made it about you. Again, and nothing to do with Summer. Again. It says, Chris Mcdonough, wow, thought you were on the road finally to try to figure out what happened to Summer. You chose the evil one's way. You put out their ex-homicide detective and all this and that, but are a raving wolf and could care less about finding Summer. All you care about is making your podcast going. You made sure to put all the focus on me and take it completely off my daughter. Many of the police records you found on me to dig up dirt weren't mine. Oh. You tricked me into believing you were a friend, and I really thought you were on my side. Now, I did say that, remember when he was doing Candace's interviews, people were like, I said, I think he was just trying to befriend her, yes her to death, so that she trusts and talks. The more they talk, the more chance they have of putting their foot in their mouth. So it says, you tricked me into believing you were a friend, and I really thought you were on my side to help find my daughter. You sit back and point fingers as if you were an angel. You tried to tell me last night you were perfect, and I had to point out that you were a liar because the Bible says all have sinned, and it stunned you as if you never read it. Then and only then you admitted you have sinned. You think you're perfect and way above most people. I will find others who only want to find Summer. You need to cease and desist your destructive podcast immediately. You have chosen Lucifer's way. Then it says, just one help to find Summer. Thought Facebook was best option. What a nightmare. Why do so many want to prove to everyone and prove to me that there's no good in me? What do you get out of that? I was so confident. I used to upload semi-trucks and Dad would let me drive them when 6 years old. What? Couldn't shift, but he set the throttle and jumped back in the sleeper. How did it get to this? I don't get it. Since my parents' divorce, it seems most everyone tries to convince me I'm no good. Why? I went through hell. I had no guidance. Sounds like an excuse. Just many people saying I'm no good. You start believing it. Oh, brother. Here we go. Summer changed all that she loved unconditionally. loved? Okay, so if she was alive, you would say Summer changed all that she loves unconditionally. Right? Okay, anyways. And now she's gone. My boys are awesome too. So she's gone. And you and the boys are awesome. Right? Because you said two. My boys are awesome too. So you're saying you're awesome and your boys are awesome and Summer's gone. How can you be awesome when your baby's gone? I was building a life and people respected me, doing everything right. Now people want me to believe I'm no good. Not all people, but those hurtful words are hard to ignore. And then he posts this video here. Boom.
Intimidate a suspect. When we showed Detective Lou Scarcella the interrogation tape, he was much more familiar with the strategy than he was with the machine.
I personally thought it was a ruse, using a tool to deceive the individual, which is beautiful as far as I'm concerned. I had no idea what this machine was. Okay.
Before giving the truth verification test, Detective Mcdonough actually works together with Michael to formulate the questions.
What are some things we want to learn here, do you think? If I know who did it, if I did it. Okay, well let's do that then. Do you know who, let's say, took Stephanie's life? No. Okay, would that be a good, fair question? Yes. Okay, do you know who took? Do you know how she died? No.
Soon the test questions are agreed upon, and Mcdonough asks Michael to sign a form declaring he's about to take the test voluntarily.
So you don't realize what's happening. You've now been sucked into a process, and that process is going to roll forward for as long as you let it roll forward.
So Michael's interrogation continues. All the while, his parents assume he's being looked after at a children's shelter, unaware he is in police custody.
They just kept grilling and grilling and grilling. And to think that we were at home, not even knowing he was near the police station. If we would have known, we would have been there.
Now, however, Michael seems almost relieved to be cooperating and submits readily to the voice stress analyzer.
Are you sitting down? Do you know who took Stephanie's life? No. Is today Thursday? Yes. Did you take Stephanie's life? No.
8 minutes later, the truth exam is complete.
Let me go over these charts and I'll be back here in a couple minutes, okay?
When we come back, what will the voice stress exam reveal? It is 4 p.m. Thursday, January 22nd, 1998, and 14-year-old Michael Crow of Escondido, California, is in the midst of a 4-hour interrogation at police headquarters without an attorney or his parents present. His younger sister Stephanie was found murdered at home the day before, and investigators suspect Michael may be involved. He has just completed a voice stress exam.
Whoa. Oh my. Hold on.
Now, Detective Chris Mcdonough returns with the results.
What did you think? What were your thoughts through the whole thing? I don't know. Nervous? Nervous? Okay, let's go over that. What are you nervous about? I don't know, that it might be wrong. Okay, in what way? That it might say I did kill Stephanie. Okay, and why would it say that? I don't know. Everyone's already treating me like that. And I can understand your feelings there, okay? I mean, you're 14 and you've been through a lot, okay? But this instrument doesn't know you, does it? Science is in our favor. Okay, technology's on our side. Okay? I mean,
Whoa. Oh my.
can you understand that?
The detective shows Michael the charts of his performance on the so-called truth exam. They indicate he lied when he answered no to question 12, do you know who took Stephanie's life?
Maybe there's something we need to understand about Michael and about your sister that we didn't understand. Maybe somebody could have helped. It's okay. It's okay to feel the way you feel. I really I don't know. Okay. I don't know why I'd say that. I swear to God, I don't know.
But the police
So, one question, he asked that same question over and over and over. And only one of them came back yes. But he was asking the questions pretty fast, back to back. And also, did you take notice the way Chris was like, when he got him to sign the paper, he was like touching himself all over his forehead, his cheek, his neck, the back of his neck. He was like, wow. I want to see
Police think they know. Their theory on this second day of the investigation is that a very smart, very lonely, and very angry Michael Crow stabbed his sister to death. His likely motive, a rage-fueled case of sibling rivalry.
I'm looking at you right now, okay? And inside you're about ready to burst. We can't bring her back. She's gone. Okay? You're fighting it. You don't know what to do anymore. I understand. Johnny told it I'm lying. I'm not saying, Michael, I'm not saying that. Have you heard me say that? What if they come back and say to you, Michael, we have your hair?
While the search for truth is at the heart of the...
Oh my God. So was this kid really innocent? Because if he was, holy shit, this is hard to watch. I'm not going to lie. I didn't watch this, so I wanted to watch it with you, but oh my.
interrogation process,
Ooh.
the police are not required to tell the truth.
They can use false
Oh my.
polygraph lie detector test results to say your polygraph showed you were guilty when that was not the case. And this is all considered legitimate interrogation tactics.
As far as I'm concerned, there are no rules with homicide. No rules. You have to stay within the law. You have to be aware that people have rights, but there are no rules. And yes, we can use deception.
I think many of the American public would be surprised and shocked by this. They're allowed to lie to their suspect. Courts have allowed them to lie.
They say, Michael, we have your hair in her hand. And all of a sudden, you go, now what? I mean, what are you going to do at that point? I mean, hypothetically.
I would have to completely blanked out and get him without knowing it. Because I don't know.
Hypothetically. Could that have happened?
No, not that I know of.
Not that you know of.
Like I said, I would have to be completely unaware of it.
Okay.
See, now, I gotta remember that Don posted this. This is from Don's Facebook. This is what Don is posting. And I see what he's doing. You know, I see what he's doing. He's showing... I didn't watch the whole thing, but what I'm picking up is that Don's trying to show, look, he coerced this kid into saying, you know, he did it. I guess if there's a confession, it says coerced confession in the video. I watched as much as you did so far. So at this point, I'm thinking in my head, is this a tactic for Don as well? You know what I'm saying? Because everything that Chris Donna basically said, it was found in his records. You know, Don's rebuttal to that is basically, that wasn't even me. That's the worst one he could have used, but he used it. So, you know, and then my thing is this what Don's gonna say now? Oh, I was drunk, maybe. I don't remember doing this to Summers type deal. You understand? So I kind of feel like there's a reason why he's posting this, because so far, this feels weird. It feels, all right, let me keep going.
Have you ever blacked out before?
No, never.
Okay, I believe you.
I knew who did it.
Him saying, I believe you, saying, no, I never blacked out before. He's saying, I believe you, because I don't believe you blacked out. I believe you did this. You understand? Like, there was no blackout. I believe you didn't black out. Of course I believe that, because you did this. You know, that's where I'm coming from, where him saying that. Hold on. Catty, baby. Can you put that down?
You would know. Everyone would know right now. Just remember, if I ever find out, she took forever. I loved her. I loved her deeply.
Soon after,
See, I loved. And that's what Don said. Loved. Like, he already knows she's gone. You know.
Michael Crow once again is left alone.
Oh my God. If he didn't do it, that poor baby's traumatized.
Is hopeless.
If this boy truly did not do this, because I don't know, I've never heard of this story before. Oh my God, he is so traumatized. Where are his parents? Is that legal? I don't know if that's legal. Aww. Oh,
They
baby.
can say that there was evidence found at the scene of the crime, blood, semen, whatever, that points to the suspect.
Now, Ralph Clater, the lead detective on this homicide case, an investigator with 23 years of experience, returns with his tough, less patient style and more false evidence.
You know there was a lot of blood. It's very difficult. You need to stay with me, Michael. It's very difficult for the person who did it not to get blood on them. Okay? And not to transfer that blood to other parts of the house. Yeah. We found blood in your room already. God.
You're talking to a 14-year-old kid. Wasn't it possible that the blood did turn up in the room? What is that telling the kid? I better confess to this.
We use processes called. Which one? Pardon me? Which part of the blood? I'm sure you know.
What? God, I don't know. I didn't do it. Don't swear to that.
Does that mean you can't tell me about the night?
What are we talking about?
Okay.
God.
You're 14?
Yes.
You got your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah.
At that point, he's being, accused of the unthinkable. He's being accused of murdering his own sister. And he's insisting, look, I didn't do it. But they wouldn't take no for an answer.
God. Oh, God. God. Why?
Tell me.
Why are you doing this to me? If I did this, I don't remember it. I don't remember this.
And you know what? That's possible.
Oh my God, that poor baby. Okay, so I don't know if we should continue watching. I don't know. You guys can go watch the rest of this. Oh my God.
Like many boys his age, 14-year-old Michael Crow spent much of his free time playing video games. Very often, perhaps too often, he was alone in his room, absorbed by the violent imagery. On Friday, January 23rd, 1998, Michael Crow once again enters the all-too-real world of a murder investigation where he is seen as the demon. With advice from a psychologist, detectives Ralph Clater and Mark Risley confront their teenage suspect with the theory that there may be two Michaels, and now they need the good Michael to help them expose the bad one.
You're a child. You're 14 years old. Nobody's going to hold you to the same standards that they would some criminal on the street. Okay? You're going to need some help through this.
One way to get this help, detectives suggest, is for Michael to write a letter to his dead sister asking for her forgiveness.
Wow.
Outstanding
What
tool.
the hell?
I never used the
Are you serious? Wow.
letter, but I have used other emotional tools.
Tools like this one that tend to ease a suspect's burden of guilt. Left alone in the interrogation room for the next 24 minutes, here is some of what Michael Crow writes to the sister the police believe he killed. Dear Stephanie, they are putting me through hell, and I think that's what I deserve.
Wow.
If I did do this, then I am insane. The only way I know I did is because they told me I did. I want you to know that I was not myself when I did this. When Detectives Claytor and Risley return, they focus on the words in Michael's letter that, for the very first time, speak of his guilt. They push him for details of the killing, asking him which parts of his sister's body he might have stabbed in order to kill her.
God. It's blessing that I can't remember. Please don't make me.
But making Michael remember is exactly what investigators are here to do.
Wow.
They tell him he faces two paths. If he doesn't talk and the case against him is made without his help, he'll go to jail. But if he does provide details, he can expect help in return.
And you have my personal guarantee that the help you need to accept this is going to be forthcoming. That is what the system is geared for.
I want to go down that path.
Cut it out, Mike. Cut it out.
Wow.
The reason I'm sounding impatient, Mike, is the 11th hour is rapidly approaching. All this evidence is going to be in.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it here because I'm reading down here in the comments. It says, part 3, please. I want to know what's happened. So they're not going to tell us the whole story. This is just a little segment. Yeah, this is a lot. This is really messed up that they would do something like that to somebody. But yeah, I feel like Don is not really focused on Summer either. He's focusing about his name, and I understand that, but at the same time, his messages are very random and very odd and in past tense. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just gonna end this video because this is actually a lot. I was going through it. Hold on, where did it just go? It's a lot. It's a lot. The pain I've been feeling for Summer is any indication of what it will be like on the day of the great and the terrible day. What? That almost sounds like is any indication of what it will be like at the day of the great. So the way he feels for Summer, the pain he's talking about being the day of the great, that don't even make sense. With all the you people on Facebook, all those eyes out there, she has to be in some creepy basement or tied up somewhere. If anyone would ask to search each other's home across America and get search warrants for those ones who refuse, would find many missing children. Honestly, him saying that reminds me of like the whole Chris Watts, like, find my children, please find my children. You know, the other two, the missing boys' parents, Trezelle and Jacqueline or whatever her name is. I know they're around here. Just go search everybody's house. You know, I feel like it's like something they say when they know they're not there. You understand? Our military and fight terrorism all over the world. Why can't they send them to fight terrorism in our own country? Is our country that far gone? Our children were born free in America, yet we are allowing terrorists to abduct them. Rape them. Jesus. Kill them. And who knows what sorts of terror they go through. Fight terrorism, shameful. So he posted that twice. No, the gentleman said he dreamed of Summer last night, and Summer asked him to ask me if I was taking care of her Yucky. I wrote him back, Yucky was her dog. He replied that he thought it was such a strange name, but never thought it could be a dog. She couldn't say Lucky, so we went with Yucky. He said it was a beautiful dream, and she was very happy and kept sending her daddy kisses. I don't know this man from Adam, but I asked him if he was commandment keeper? And he said, yes. I believe him. There's no way he could have known this. I've been asking God for something. Thank you. I think these dreams, mine, my wife, and now this good person in Florida, I don't know. I think that my daughter is thinking or dreaming of how her life was. Oh, honey, you hit it right on the nail. When was this? July 12th, because I told you yesterday? I told you yesterday that I had a vision the night before. And yeah, she understands exactly what happened in her life, how her life was. She knows now, Dawn, and she's pissed. She's not happy. She's not happy. I believe she's in serious trouble. Exactly. She's in trouble because now she's in trouble. You're in trouble because she knows she was in trouble. You put her into trouble. You're in trouble, Dawn. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I pray that the great God of Israel, the living God will please, I beg and plead with you, Lord of Lords, please bring these abductors down speedily. They are. Please, Lord, end this for the sake of the remnant or small amount of Christians still left in our country. Christians? How does it come to Christians? I don't get it. For their sake, Lord God, please let this nightmare be over. For whose sake? Christians' sakes? I don't get it. That's weird. It's just weird. Why did Hunter's family suddenly turn on us after Summer's disappearance? Yeah, I noticed how Allie threw her under the bus real quick, but so did Candace in Dawn's interview. Just one help to find Summer. Thought Facebook was the best option. Why does so many want to prove to everyone and prove me that there's no good in me? I believe we read that one in there. So yeah, I mean, it's all over the place. It's a little messy, a lot messy. And I feel like this, when it says here, if I did this, I don't remember. And then it's basically Chris Donna, the one doing all these interviews, coercing this confession out this little boy. That's messed up. But I also feel like Don might use this approach. If I did it, I don't remember. If it boils down to them coming at him. You understand? I feel like there was like a twisted two-part to this. Don's cover and throw him under the bus. Because Don feels like he threw him under the bus, which I don't really think he did. Because all that information we can get, you know? So, I don't know. What's your thoughts? It's messy. It's long and it's messy. Tell me your thoughts.